Guerdy Abraira is careful of how she acts on Real Housewives. My kids are watching. As a cast member of the Real Housewives of Miami, Guerdy Abraira understands the assignment. There's no disputing the realness she brings to the screen. During season 6, fans were moved by her bravery and vulnerability when diagnosed with breast cancer. Abraira didn't hide any of her struggles, bringing viewers along as she navigated her treatment plan, prepared for surgery, and discovered who she could really lean on among her castmates. But the moments with her family were the most touching. We saw Abraira delicately share the news with her sons, Miles, 17, and Liam, 12, and receive the most incredible emotional support from her husband, Russell Abraira, a captain in the Miami Fire Department. Not only have they been married for 22 years, but they're also high school sweethearts. Watching Russell shave Abraira's head was one of the most authentic scenes and acts of love in Bravo history. With Season 7 of The Real Housewives of Miami premiering on Bravo on June 11, 2025, Abraira's story is about to come full circle. Cancer not only made her stronger, but also made her a survivor. Declared cancer-free in November 2023, she still had to undergo several additional surgeries, including reconstructive surgeries on her breasts and a hysterectomy. Abraira says the past 2 years have caused a PTSD trickle-down effect. I'm the survivor, and Russell is the caregiver. We're still figuring out what happened. Even though the dust is settling, we still have a lot of dust in the air, and we're just trying to find our way back, Abraira explains. Goodbye to the old Guerdy. When we first met Abraira in 2021, she was focused on her career as CEO of Guerdy Design, a global wedding planning firm. She was revered as one of the top event planners in the country. Her devotion to work affected her family dynamics, something Russell repeatedly brought up on camera. The beauty of the show is that you actually see the old Guerdy and her evolution, starting with Russell warning me, "You work too hard, you have to slow down. We need you to focus," Abraira recalls. "I did end up stepping back, taking on fewer events and being home more, and somehow that prepared me to beat cancer. I slowed down, and then cancer came, unfortunately. But it was all weirdly part of my life plan. That was my learning curve." Abraira's advice for those seeking personal and professional balance is to visualize your life as a shopping bag. It gets heavier each time you add to it. Then you look in the bag, and it's actually empty, she shares. "I wasn't being present for my family or showing up for myself, but I was showing up for other people. I was setting up their weddings, and they would just say, 'Thank you. It was amazing, goodbye.' Then they walk away, and you never talk to them for the rest of your life." Being selfish is a key to success. Abraira realized she was just letting time pass by and didn't know what she would have left. That's the beauty of having a partner like Russell. He said, "This is not about the money. What is it about? It's about a threshold that you don't even know where it is, and you just keep trying to reach for it," she says. "It's a mind game. I had to reset, refocus, recover, and let all the fluff go by the wayside. You have to put the focus on yourself first. You've got to be selfish. That's hard to do. But I'm doing it now, and doing it very well." While Abraira found the support and encouragement she needed at home, it's a different story with her The Real Housewives of Miami castmates. Watching last season and hearing some of the ladies question her cancer journey was eye-opening. You feel like you're crazy and being gaslit, but then you watch it back and it's like, "I knew this was what was going on the whole time," says Abraira. She admits that throughout Season 7, she's simply trying to be the best version of herself, despite still being burned. "Unfortunately, I'm seeing people for who they really are, and it's hurtful. I've been pouring into the wrong cups, and I'm now going to be pouring into my own cup," Abraira says. "I'm trying to just connect, and when people are like, 'We're not connecting and it's not reciprocal,' at some point you have to say, 'I'm just going to do me. I'll be over here. The ball's in your court, have fun with it.'" Reality TV as a teacher. Abraira, however, is thankful that being on reality TV showed her some of her own blind spots. Watching yourself back could be the most cringe-worthy experience of your life. "I had moments where I was like, damn, I do sometimes sound a little harsh, but that's my tonality. It may seem like I'm being confrontational when I just talk in a matter-of-fact way," she explains. I'm realizing a lot of times there's a loss in translation and a loss in intention. I'm learning from it and accepting it. Abraira feels strongly that it's important to own up to being wrong, making it tough to move friendships forward with those who always have to be right. When you're able to say, you know what? You are actually right. I'm sorry, my bad. That's where friendships grow. But the moment someone thinks they always have to be right, then the system is rigged, she shares. As you watch the season, know that listening and being open are very important for evolution to happen. You'll see that being at the center of a lot of dynamic changes. One thing that Abraira is mindful of while putting her life on TV is how her actions will affect her sons. This season, some of the arguing becomes physical, making Abraira deeply uncomfortable. I'm raising 2 biracial boys. You have to understand the kids are watching. And there are some things that maybe some people can get away with because of whatever their privileges may be, but I have to be careful with how I act because my kids are watching, she says. You can't tell them what not to do and then do it yourself on camera. The same grace would not be extended if our kids did that in the streets. I care about my kids and what they're watching, and I will behave accordingly. I will always find my words. Staying hyped after cancer. When Abraira is feeling down or alone, she turns to Russell. He's my hype. When I look to other people to hype me up, that's just stupid. I got it at home all the time. I'm winning. I won, she laughs. He took care of me. He has a lot that he's holding in from what he's seen as a firefighter. Russell survived cancer with me. He's so even-keeled that I wonder if there is a breaking point. Russell is layered as much as I am in such different ways. As for her life post-cancer, Abraira says she's thriving and doing her best to stay healthy. I just live and just be. I didn't do that before. I was always running, always trying to please people, doing things for others. Now I'm done and just going to be over here doing me. She gets checked every 6 months, but tries not to focus on dates and numbers or changes to her body. The body's not bodying the way it used to because I was put into medical menopause, so things are a little looser, she admits, but I am just going through it. And guess what? I ain't got to tap dance for nobody. I already won the prize. My husband's sitting in the next room playing video games. Thank you, honey.